Welcome to the channel Innovation and Study. So today we are going to learn measurement and metrology, that is our today's subject. So in the measurement and metrology we will going to study first the coordinate measuring machine. So we will first learn what is coordinate measuring machine. A coordinate measuring machine is a device that measures the geometry of physical objects by sensing discrete points on the surface of the object with a probe. So I will explain that what is exactly the coordinate measuring device. As you learned in the definition that is shown here, it actually measures the geometry of physical quantities like physical objects like a pen and box, anything else, by the sensor, that it can sense it by the different structures that you will learn further, like various types of probes are used in CMMs, including mechanical, optical, laser and white light. Just I said that there will be many different things like mechanical, optical, laser and white light. These are the major sensors that are majorly used for measuring the physical object. So depending on the machine, the probe position may be manually controlled by an operator or it may be computer controlled. In this sentence it is actually what it actually say that the coordinate measuring machine is actually run by the computer, its own operating system or something like software that is made especially for measuring this device. Okay. CMMs typically specify a probe position in terms of its displacement from a reference position in a three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system. What it actually says that, like we took an object and placed it on the coordinate measuring machine. How does it actually measures? It actually measures by its coordinates, that line x, y, z, and the sensor sends it by different coordinate system. Okay, it actually displaces from its origin or a reference point that is actually taken by the different methods like mechanical, optical, laser and white light. Okay, and the last point is, in addition to moving the probe along the x, y and z axis, many machines also allow the probe angle to be controlled to allow measurement of surfaces that will otherwise be unreachable. It actually what is saying that when some objects, that the large objects or that cannot be preferred, have the minimum dimensions, so in that cases what will machine do? So the machine is actually measuring the instrument by taking its exact faces or the edges, or the coordinate system helps in taking the reference points of that thing. I will show you the machine first. So here is your machine for measurement. Look at that point that I am showing through the cursor. The object is placed. Through this we place the object and measure its dimension. Okay, it is amazingly known as typical CMM. So we learn something more about this. So now we will learn the components of CMM. Okay, so what actually is, the milling on CMM is carried out in styling studios in order to reproduce scale models or to modify the models themselves. What it exactly says that in CMM, the models modify itself or reproduce or style by themselves as there is a process. Actually, I have already told you that there is a special type of computer or the operating system is used in this machine that it operates. So the software that is made especially for this purpose, for making this to be happen. Okay, what is our next point? It supports light mechanical stress. You already know that if you are a mechanical student, you must know about the stress. Stress is something like a force applied on an area is known as stress. So here it's talking about the support light mechanical stress. Like it is actually talking about some heavy objects that is actually placing on this machine. Okay. Our next point is light milling operations on relatively soft materials such as clay and polystyrene. Milling operations, you must know that what are the milling operations, and especially the milling machines are especially used for the milling operations. But on this system, how this both are correlated, as for the objects like clay and polystyrene, this process should be happen here also. So this is specifically talking about this point, that how an object is taking up different operations on a particular machine, and these is the material aluminum that we are actually talking about. And this is the basic thing, that how much power this machine could be taken to be run. Like it's showing that the maximum power applicable on the spindle is of about 150 to 200 watts. Spindle, you must know about that. It is a rotating shaft that is actually attached to a spindle, or you can see spindle on many like on lathe machine you can see the spindle on its bed, and many other places you can see the spindle. So you can actually correlate this spindle and how you can correlate the power. Okay, and how these machines are actually ranged, as it is mentioned that higher power on big milling machine is numerically controlled, range of about 1.5 kilowatt may be obtained. Here you can see that how much high power it is actually taking to it. Thank you so much for watching this, and that's all for today. If you want to learn more about the measurement machines, kindly mention in the comment section and subscribe the channel. Thank you.